Hey, I was in a bit of a pickle and a quandary. I got in a little bit of trouble. Not a lot of trouble because I responded to it immediately. Stacy, you here? Ish. Well, we can't do that again. We have to be real careful what we show. They shut my entire feed down, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like everybody's still talking in the chat, but I was like, what? Hello, can you hear me? So, uh, even though that's one of those public domain movies. It's on. I was streaming another YouTube channel's content. I like that's a. It's already on YouTube. I was because it is public domain, so I was streaming it from another YouTube channel, and I was like, how the. So I got this big long email, and I'm like, all right, I got to take action right now. So it doesn't exist anymore. Took it all the way down. The whole thing went away. Took down the entire live feed. I deleted the whole fucking thing. So that being said, I just want to tell you guys, no, everything's cool. I saw you guys. I hope his channel didn't strike. No, they just suspended my live feed. Had I stopped streaming it, had I gotten the email fast enough, I could have just brought me back in and got rid of what was playing. That was a belch that wanted to be. You ever had one of those burps that wanted to be a little bit more? Like that's you're like, oh wait, there's some chicken wings in that. Why? One of those aspiring burps. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be better than my dad. That's when you get that surprise throw up. You're like, I wasn't ready for that. If the content is monetized, it wasn't though. Theirs wasn't monetized. See? So they were showing on it was a playlist on YouTube. And so I was streaming a YouTube playlist of movies that are not monetizable. So I don't know. It's really easy though with the bots. They can pick up phrases and things or just a little bit of music and it flags it even though it's not actually copyrighted. So I didn't have anything. I didn't have anything happen, but I did have a chance while I was trying to figure it all out to get all toasty on that freaking pen that I got. God. So the STD side of the STD of YouTube, copyright strikes. It sucks because I use no copyrighted music. You guys have seen my videos. I don't use any copyrighted music or anything. Yeah, it's possible. But like I said, the whole public domain thing, I use music that is publicly available. It's not copyrighted. It's provided by the editing suite that I use as music. And I still get copyright strikes on that. And I'm like, it's not. I don't have to explain anything. I already did what I needed to do. I'm like, there you go. It's done. I took it down. It doesn't exist. And usually that's one of the options. So I read the email. I was like, you could contest it. I'm like, well, I'm not going to fucking contest it because I'll lose. There's no way around it. That's someone else's YouTube channel I was streaming. So I would lose that, and then I would get a strike. Then I would get like 2 strikes. Like, but if you contest it, it's like the whole thing, like with the fucking calling a flag into question in football. Like, but if you request a review and you're wrong, we take away one of your timeouts. So basically, they like instead of giving you 1 strike, they'll give you 2. And like, see, you gotta play those odds right. So again. I was just triggering the band to the butane turtle. Well, he made himself a good guy. He put the fire out. So, hey, that's all we needed to see, right? He knocked down he built a fire by accident, and then he just went and knocked down the little dam, and the water put it out. He was doing somebody a solid. He was doing that. That's just save it at the end there, right? That was it. I was like, and that's the end. I wish that this is how I had read some of my book reports in high school. I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't have got a better grade, but my classmates would have enjoyed it a lot more. That one was better. Well, I'll tell you what. How about we do Kaiju Shit Show Saturday on my Sunday. I mean, no, that's not going to work. I'm not going to be here Sunday. So the week after next, we will do like a Sunday movie day or a Saturday movie day if you guys want to do it on Saturday. And we'll go through that playlist and we'll just watch those kaiju movies and just get, because that on the 2.7, I don't moderate. I don't do anything with the, that threw me off so hard. You can say whatever you want in the comment section on my 2.7 shit. I don't care. I don't give a crap. I don't moderate any of that stuff. I just have to do it here if I want to make money. Just like I had to take that video down. If I like, I don't want to do any of those things that you're telling me that I can do so that I can keep that movie up or video up. Like they give you options. Like if you want to keep the video up, you got to do this or try this or this. And I'm like, I don't like the look at any of those. I'll just take it down. Fuck it. I still get the super chat that I got. I mean, so yeah, we could do that. We could do a kaiju shit show on my 2.7 stream. I usually do it Saturday at 11. I put up a link to the room and then I have something playing. And then Murky can tell you this. Like if you show up at 11, there's already a movie playing in the room that I put up a link to. Like it's probably something goofy and you're probably coming through it partway because I was just watching something for background noise. And then we start the movie and then we chat while we watch the movie. And usually I'm out here in my garage, half baked out of my gourd, laying on my love seat, just curled up like this is a good movie, watching a movie with you guys. And then I chat. But I did it from Matt's house the other day, and that was a mistake. I got very, very distracted. There's way too much going on. We were playing with all 3 of the dogs, and there was 4 people there, and we were eating and forgetting that we were cooking and burning things on the grill. It was a good day. So that was a lot of fun. So I apologize to Murky. He was in there. He was in the chat, but I wasn't being very responsive. But usually it's pretty fun. Murky and I will go back and forth in the chat. Stacy's tried to log in a couple times, but she doesn't have a laptop. So 2.7, you have to run it on like Google Chrome on your desktop. And it's a lot like this, except there's not a camera. It's not me. It's just like Amazon Prime, or we could do YouTube because that playlist is on YouTube. So you can bring up stuff and we can watch stuff together. It's a lot like Zoom. We could turn on cameras and stuff, but when you start turning on cameras, then you get this weird echo because everybody can hear the audio from my microphone. So then it comes back through their speakers. So next Monday is your birthday. Maybe we'll do it next Monday. Maybe we'll just plan a 2.7 thing during a week evening like this. Like instead of doing a live feed, we just go to 2.7 and we'll watch whatever we want to watch. And we'll talk completely. I'll just, you guys get to see everything. It'd be like my OnlyFans, except I'm not taking my clothes off. Not that I have an OnlyFans when I take my clothes off. That's it's funny that you would say it that way because it alluded to the fact you do have an OnlyFans, which we know you don't. This is what happens. I got that sativa in my head. So yeah, happy birthday, Stacy. But yeah, we'll do it after the show. When I get back from the show, the following weekend, we'll do it. We'll do either a Saturday or Sunday movie day on 2.7, and we'll pick stuff and we'll just watch whatever we want. And we'll just comment down through. Like I said, can't leave the cameras on. It just gets that horrible feedback and shit. Like, you guys don't want to watch me all the time. Probably would enjoy watching. Like, oh, so great. Made himself little, put himself in the corner over there. Can you do it again? So I couldn't do an OnlyFans. There's no way I could lock you guys to a chair. Like it would require somebody coming to your house. It'd be like a coordinated effort. Someone would have to come to your house and handcuff you to a chair where you couldn't get to the point where you could turn off what you were watching, but you could donate. And I was naked. And every time you donated, I put on more clothes. Like a cam girl rings a bell, I would put on more clothes. Like every time you drop some change, the bell rings, I wouldn't do anything except like I'd put on some socks. Like you got to dump some money for me to put on my underwear and the rest of my clothes. You got to just keep paying. That's how I would do my OnlyFans. But like I said, it would require that I had an accomplice go to your house and handcuff you to a chair. Uh-oh. Scorpios. Eggs and Ham, are you going to be at the knife show? Are you going to try and come to CCKS? Why did we get in trouble? Because I was rebroadcasting a movie. That's what they said, even though I was like, I don't want to argue it. I'm not going to fucking argue. We'll just say, okay, I'll say no. Oh, I'll take it down. I'll take it down. I'll take it down. If you go back and look now, that video doesn't even exist. I've done that before. I've had videos that had gotten like 10,000 views. You're like, this is a money-making video. This is a good video. And they're like, you got to take that down. And you're like, but I really like this video. And there's a lot of other people that really like that video. Bro, come on out. You can't stay in my room, though, because there's already 3 people in my room. But you can come out, sleep in your car. I'm cool with it. You can sleep in my car. I don't care. However you want to look at it. Just not letting you sleep in my room. That's horrible. That is horrible. That's a horrible thing to say to a friend. We don't either. Okay, so, oh God, I gotta say this. Okay. I can't believe that I agreed to this. And I can't believe I'm the one that told my wife we should agree to this. My daughter is going to a fucking concert, unchaperoned, on Friday, the night that I go to Friday Night Blade show. Unchaperoned. My 14-year-old daughter and her 15-year-old friend are going to a concert in Los Angeles. And I'm like, I want to say no about this so badly, but I can't, because I can't keep taking those little experiences from her. She's eventually going to have to grow up. It's the worst part about it is I recognize the fact that I just got to kind of say, all right, go ahead, go grow up. This fucking sucks. I'm terrified. I'm like, I told her this morning, I was like, look, I'm going to do this every day, every morning. Just remember, I don't need a milk carton kid. I just keep telling her that. I was like, you've got your pepper spray. You've got all the stuff I ever taught you. Like, I don't give a fuck what happens if you have to bite someone's finger off. I know that I've said all the things, but Jesus Christ, it still scares me. She's going to be at a concert, David. Even if she could call 911, they're not going to hear. So all those things, and I got her the strongest pepper spray that they make. I got her 19% CS, the capsaicin, oleocapsaicin resin, and I tested it. And I'm like, I've had 5%. I've had 10% pepper spray. I was like, what? How bad could 19% be? It's so bad. It's so much worse. So much worse. The Apple tags, hey, I'm not going to fucking put a goddamn tracking device on my kid. I don't know, maybe. I don't have time to get one. Just want to get her one of those Apple tags. Where's she going to put it? She's going to put it in her purse with her phone. Hey, I don't care as long as she gets the guy too. I've been sprayed a bunch. That's why I was testing. And yeah, it fucking really, really sucked. Like, they were gone, and I put a little bit on a rag and I rubbed it on my forehead, and I was like, that's pretty. Oh God. Oh my God. That can't breathe and shit. I'm like, that's the worst. How the fuck is it that strong? It was bad. Strongest pepper spray in the world. I'm like, you would have. It's on my forehead. It's on my forehead. It was all my whole face. It was pepper. I've been pepper sprayed a bunch of times. I was an instructor for it. You had to, like, first time I ever got pepper sprayed, I was unaware of the concept of washing my face. The concept of washing my face before I took a shower, because I'd just gotten pepper sprayed. And so I went in and I took a shower, and I started to feel a tingle down there. That's when I went, oh no, I just pepper sprayed my dick. And I had a very unpleasant 2 hours and had to go get sprayed the next day because I failed. I hate getting pepper sprayed. Like all the tough guy stuff I do, pepper spray, put that shit away. I'll do whatever you want. I don't fucking care. Just don't spray me. I hate getting pepper sprayed. Like if I would let you break my fingers one by one before I let you pepper spray me voluntarily. I'd be like, nope, just break them. Just keep going. I don't need to write. Fuck that. Pepper spray is horrible. It's horrible. It's so bad. Like I would, so many things I'd rather do than get pepper sprayed. So I got pepper sprayed the first day and I didn't complete the obstacle course. And so I had to get pepper sprayed again the next day so that I could pass. I got pepper sprayed 2 days in a row. And then they had another like level. You had to do all the levels of contamination. You had to walk through the mist. You had to get sprayed on contact. You had to get like in a box and smell it. Like I think you worked your way up to getting the actual spray. But anyway, so basically you get sprayed. Like that was the first time I'd ever been full on pepper sprayed. And it just ran down and it got all over me. I just felt it burning down my chest and everything. And I was like, oh, I know where that's going. It's already there. It's just taking a minute for it to register that it's worked its way down there. So by the time you do feel it, you're like, it's too late. I couldn't like have cut it off at the pass. Like, you know, if you feel it here, you're like, oh, I can wash here and I can get the rest of it and I can stop it. No, it just takes that because it just takes a little bit to run down. So there's a mild time delay between the time you feel it on your chest and the time you feel it on your ball bag. So screw the one chip challenge. Do they do a pepper spray challenge? Okay. So I was working nights one night and I was basically in the precinct and one of the cops, I think we were doing our lighting survey and the cops came in and they brought in a bunch of food and burgers from just right outside the base for our building on shift. And there was one guy that was out on patrol and they're like, is that his? I'm like, yeah. It was a spicy burger to begin with. It was from like Del Taco, had like jalapenos and shit on it. And he takes his pepper spray. He sprays just like inside this guy's burger, puts the thing back on it, wraps it back up. It pepper sprayed his burger. Oh my God, I felt so bad later. Like that dude ate that burger and you just saw him. He's like, you dirty sons of. Like, and he was just like, it was horrible. And I was like, holy shit, that's horrible. So bad. I was like, oh my God, they just did that to that guy. And I was like, all right, guys, because I had my own office. I'm like, guys, all right, cool. I'm going to take my food and go to my office and lock the door, eat. So that way I don't have to worry about one of you cocksuckers putting pepper spray in a fucking cheeseburger because it doesn't look like it's fun. Is bear mace better than pepper spray? Actually, to tell you the truth, the last pepper spray or the last bear guard I saw was only 5%. Most of your pepper spray that's issued to cops and stuff is 10%. So usually 5 to 10%. 5% is a lot of times. Some police departments use 5%. Most places use 10. But bear guard is 5. So there's some police departments that do use it, but most use 10%. Why do I feel like I've talked about this? It's way too long. But yeah, that stuff I got her is a little bottle. It's 19%, and it's not right. What's the most painful? That shit that I got from my daughter, that 19%. That shit would stop a fucking truck. I was like, I got it on my forehead. And I'm like, oh no. Like it was that fast. You're like, oh God, no. Why? Well, I regret every moment of my life that has led me to this exact point in time. I hate every decision I've made that led me here. I hate them all. Jesus, that 15% that I got her, it's nightmare inducing. Like I laid on the floor for about half an hour and whimpered. May have been praying, but definitely was crying. No, I mean, may have been crying, but definitely was praying. That's what I meant to say. It was so bad. I'm like, oh my God, it is so incredibly bad. It was almost like it hurt so bad that I'm like, I almost wanted to start laughing. Like, there's no way this hurts this bad. That's why 5% is pretty sufficient for bears, but 19% is what you got if there's a Mack truck staring you down. You just spray that shit. I'm pretty sure it's done. Done. Yeah, 19%. I'm not gonna lie. And like I said, I didn't even spray myself. Like, I didn't actually get it in my eyes. I got enough out of my forehead that it kind of just like vapors of it went down in my eyes and nose. And I couldn't fight. It was horrible. It was the fucking worst. Nico and I had some chili peppers though that we got from a friend of mine, and we were cleaning them up to do something. And we had cut them up and washed them, and just they were so fucking spicy. Like, my hands burned for like 3 days. They weren't jalapenos, some kind of chilies. What's the 19%? Hellfire. It's called Hellfire pepper spray. It's ridiculous. There's no need for it. Like, no one needs that. Like, how much worse could it be? Way worse than I thought it could be. Like, because the difference between 5 and 10 really isn't that great. But the jump between 10 and 19, immense. You knew it was in my pocket. I cannot find. I'm kind of frustrated right now. Oh, there it is. Could be because I'm baked. My Grazioso. I was looking for it earlier. I couldn't find it. Hang on. I just saw it. Oh, it's because it was behind the paper and I can only see. It was underneath the paper. So when I was standing up, I was looking at it from above. It was underneath a paper. This spends a lot of time in my pocket. Lots and lots of time. All right. I already did that, right? I think I did. This thing needs, I got to clean this thing up. Guys, I cannot tell you how happy I am that I get to go to California Custom Show this weekend, because there's a lot of people who are going to be there that I have not seen in a long time. I know more people in the custom knife world than I do the production knife world. And I know a lot of people in the production knife world. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Like the Blade Show West videos, you saw it. It was a lot of fun. It was like I said, like, it was joking. It was like a family reunion, a dysfunctional one. There's going to be a lot of people that I get to see next weekend. I haven't got to see in a long time. Older guys that aren't going to be around too much longer, that I'm going to miss those times where I got to talk to them. Guys like Bill Rupel, and you guys saw Mike Tyree that was there. There's a handful of guys that are just at these shows that you're just not going to see in a few years, because they're getting older. I definitely want to take advantage of getting to go to this show. So, guys, it's 10 o'clock. I already got in trouble once. I can't hit that pin like I want to on TV, like on live. Like, they're gonna throw a fit. I don't want to run too many chances. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. This coming weekend is California Custom Show, CCKS. Yeah, Bob Loveless is gone. You're never going to get to ever chance to talk to that guy. Aaron Frederick talked to Bob Loveless a bunch of times. I'm like, I'm fucking jealous. So, yeah, he was a dickhead anyway. That's exactly what he tells me. He's like, God, I wish I could have met Bob Loveless. He was kind of a prick. I mean, yeah, is he a nice fucking god? Fuck yeah, but the guy was an asshole. I don't know if you knew that. And I'm like, I did not, Aaron. He's like, yeah, he's a fucking cocksucker. And I was like, he's like, oh, don't get me wrong, I love the guy. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Aaron. It's an honest to God conversation I've had with Aaron Frederick on like a Friday night when we're both, before I decided to live my entire life on YouTube, I would talk to my friends on a Friday night while I was having a few drinks. And now I do a podcast, which is a lot like that, except I can't get as drunk as I want and I can't say all the things I want. But I used to talk to Aaron Frederick on Fridays. That was the shit you would hear. He would get drunk and he was like, hey, you know this guy? And he'd spout off a name. And I was like, yeah, I know him. He seems okay. He's like, I never talked to him. He's a complete dick. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I was like, God, I want to move out where you're at. So, oh, there's a Kentucky one too. No, we're going to the California Custom Show. I'm spending a lot of time under the influence of Jazz Cabbage because if I have to build up my tolerance, because if Brian Ty is there, he could ruin an entire day's footage. I'm not going to lie to you. He has some of the strongest shit ever. So, okay. Seems to be a lot of custom makers are from the military. You know why? Because we got issued a bunch of fucked up knives. We're like, I guarantee I can do this better myself. And we decided to try. Like, they won't listen to I'll make what I wanted. That's what I wanted. That's why. Because they don't fucking listen to us. What's this? Bit smaller, but more custom makers and a handful of production, mostly West Coast companies. There's very few production companies this year. And even the production companies that are there get by on having a custom line, like the Tim Reeves Customs. They have the ones that are the overbuilt. And then Rick Hinderer usually comes and he has his line of customs. So usually what happens is you still have to have like somewhat like a custom line. I don't know how some of the companies get by. I think Artisans could be there, but I think they may have loosened the instructions on it. But basically you had to have something that was like customized version, like a higher end version. Like I said, like Chris Reeves has their ones that are engraved and anodized and things like that, which basically make them like a custom. You can pick that. So I think they loosened it up. I think they just realized they had to bring other people in because the old makers are just, they're not filling up the batting order like they used to. So guys, it's 10 o'clock. I'm on bed. I am tired. I already got kicked off of here once. I don't want to do it again. I'm pretty sure I'm at that point where I could do something stupid and then wake up tomorrow and I would not be able to work because this is my job. And I'd be like, I need to be more careful. So we're going to be real careful with that stuff. I think we're going to leave that kind of stuff, the movie stuff, even though that was absolutely YouTube. You hear me say it. That absolutely was a public domain movie. So, but we'll do that. We'll just start doing it on the weekends, guys. Just join into the thing. Like Murky's always there. I'm going to always, like, I got to the point I was like texting him. I'm like, hey, I'm going to start the thing just because I get his phone number. So, I'm not doing that for everyone. That makes it time consuming and then it's no fun, but I'm going to put up the link in the community tab for the next one. And we'll just go and we'll watch it. We'll do a kaiju shit show Saturday or something. Saturday or Sunday. Doesn't matter to me. So, guys, I'm out. I love y'all. This has been fun. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know how entertaining it was, but I had a blast. So, I'll talk to you guys later.